Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, just mucking around backstage and forgot what time it was. But here we are. So today we've got Dawn is in the background. She's going to catch chat that I missed, which is I'm thankful for. So before we start actually building a page in the book, I am going to. Hi, Mo. Hi. Hang on, I got a cough. Sorry.
Oh, that. Do you have a drink timing. There? Take a sip.
Yeah, I've got half a mouthful of tea.
Gotcha.
Half a mouthful of cold tea.
Oh.
All right.
There's not much in there.
The other night, Casey was making something on his channel, and I suggested that he make a slider so that, hi Patty, hi Judy, a slider so that his little moon face could peek or the moon could come out from underneath the thing, but he didn't know how to do that. So he just glued it down. So I am going to show you how to make a slider in a few different ways.
Cool.
Just so that you can use it. So there are dies that make this slot. You can use a die, and they're pretty cheap on Temu and other places. But they're really easy to make. So the mechanism to make a slider is basically 2 discs, one either side of a slot. And you can make those discs in many ways. You can glue a little washer or spacer bead.
Hi, Adria.
Like so. Hi, Adria. So you can glue this little washer to a disc and then glue another disc on top once it's in your slot.
Hi, voice. It's Dawn Marie, Adria.
My voice.
Yeah.
So you've got a slider that way. That's using a washer.
No.
And then you glue whatever you want to slide onto that top one. We will make one together in a moment. I'm just showing you the different options.
Darn it.
You can use a button. If you make the slot wide enough, you can use a button glued between the 2 discs.
I do.
Or you can use a brad. So cut your 2 discs, put a hole in the middle, put one either side of your slot, poke your brad through, and I would put the head of the brad on the bottom and glue whatever you've got over the top of that, and then that will slide up and down however you want to do it.
No, it's not wrong to adopt a cat to get the squirrel out of your attic.
That's nuts. So I'll show you how to make this tab bit, and all it is let's move this over, a hole punch, and you can make this as long as you want. You can have this slider going the full length of your page, across the page, in the middle of your page, as long as you can get a hole. So
where you need it.
Just do however length you want. Put a hole there, and then grab your ruler and your craft knife and join them. Alrighty, so there you have your slot.
That's how I do slots like that too. You don't need a
Yep.
thing. You just need
You
hole
don't
punches.
need a die. You don't need a fancy tool. That's the easiest way. And if you don't have a crocodile, you just poke a hole with a pokey tool and just widen it and then join it with scissors. If you don't have a craft knife or anything like that, there's a lot of ways to make this thing. And then you make let's make the easy one again. So 2 discs. They don't have to be discs. They can be squares. It doesn't matter as long as it's hidden underneath. One on the bottom, one on the top. Put your bride through. So you want the legs on top.
Stop it.
And there's your slider. That will slide up and down. You can then add, let's add a word. That will do.
Stop it. Wow, 3 weenies. Short hair chocolate dapple. Oh, I love dapples. Dapples in anything, or brindles, or anything like that.
Oh, hang on. I'm about to go flat. My charger for my laptop has been knocked off.
Stop.
Da-da-da. Okay. I got kicked out of my craft room the other day by my granddaughter, and she's rearranged things. So
Oh, no.
she was making hand puppets, and there wasn't room enough for both of us. And so she said, Grandma, I need the desk. You're in my way. Fine. So these sliders can be used as a closure. So then if you glued, let's say we added this to some cardstock. Oh.
Hi, Lindy. Ooh.
Hi,
Your husband won't
Lindy.
let you have multiple dogs. Well, he would not like my house. I have 6 chihuahuas, and then we have a herd of cats, too.
We just have one little old dog, and when she goes, we'll have no more pets for a while. It's too hard. She's 16 now.
Oh.
She fell off the chair yesterday, and she's getting old. She's getting old, but can still hear a snack packet being opened.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you've got backed onto cardstock, and then you are going to glue the top, so where the legs of that bread are, glue it on there. My glue should arrive today, so I'll have no more glue fights anymore.
Good.
Get over that. Because this is shit glue. I thought that was a good glue, but it's not the good glue. Let's just throw that in the drawer.
Di, Lindy's saying she's behind, and after tonight she'll be behind 2 weeks.
And use the good glue. I can get it to come out of the hole. Struggle is real.
Hi, Susie.
Hello, Susie. All right, so glue it on with the good glue. So my granddaughter was making dragon hand puppets, and she used to just use sticky tape and staples, but now she's progressed to, she wants brads so the jaws actually articulate.
Oh, wow.
And
She's that far along on making puppets. Oh, you okay?
Blending solution, blending tools, and the good glue, Grandma. Can I have the good glue?
Yeah.
This glue doesn't. So, yes. Hence why I'm running out of glue.
Yeah, because she's been using it all,
huh? So this can be used to close a page, close a flap. So that's how that works. So if you had, say, this girl is going to be one of my pages, and I put the slot in here, I can have that come over, which we'll do right now. Let's make it so this flower actually comes over her eye for something different. So, let's poke a hole.
That's too many chihuahuas. Yep, 8 chihuahuas. No, not really. We've had 8 dogs at one time.
Oh no. I'm getting fussy in my old age with dogs.
Oh, when I was in rescue, I had 24 dogs in my house at one point, but 2 of those were mothers who had puppies, and each of them had quite a few. So, but yes, that barking problem is hard when I'm trying to be online.
I had my son's, he's got a pitty cross dog Bordeaux or something big, big pitty, and it shed so badly. And I'm still trying to get dog hair off the couch and all that sort of stuff. And it's like, oh, I'm getting fussy in my old age. I like my little cavoodle that doesn't shed.
He should start giving it fish oil. That helps Pitty's skin. And then he won't shed as much.
Sometimes it's hard just to get him to feed it properly. So.
Oh.
All right. So I'm going to use the one with the little, what do you call it? Washer. I just have to make that a little wider.
Well, Chiquita says she's here on time.
Yay, Chiquita, Chiquita, Chiquita.
Thank you, Cookie, for putting that up.
Thank you, Cookie. Hi, Brenda. Hi, anyone else I've missed while I've had my head down here so I don't cut a finger off. Okay, so I've glued a washer to a little piece of cardstock. And I'm going to glue my little piece of cardstock with the good glue.
Now what do you wear?
To this disc.
Hi, Chiquita. Come here. Amber.
All righty. So I have this. Now I need something bigger than that. Let's find something bigger. Actually, might use this.
Drop it. Drop it.
Drop it like it's hot.
Yeah.
All right.
I have one of my dogs that I watch is here for a week, and she's young, and she gets everything in her mouth. There's cookies downstairs. Go get them.
All right, so this is my little slider.
Matching Great Dane and Mini Dachshund.
Okay. When you glue it to your page, you glue it so that the slider is not encumbered in any way. I can't get my words out today. What's new? So that's that. Once you have got the glue down, it will stop any movement from side to side. If you want to do, okay. See, glue problems. I'm so over glue problems.
Brenda, Great Pyrenees are hard to keep.
Might use some glossy accents there.
They like to roam. We see them in the shelters here all the time coming off farms.
Going to find a feather for there instead of a word.
Oh, a feather would look really cool.
If I can find a box with the feathers. I seem to have lost everything today. Okay. Let's find a feather. That's too big. That's too big. No, that's too big. Here's feather. Ink it. Ink, ink, ink. Take it with that.
She's saying peekaboo with that feather. Peekaboo, I see you.
Yes, it will be a peekaboo feather. Now I've got to find this glossy accents. There's the glossy accents. glossy accents. And let's stop looking. Possibly. See, I can't even get the glossy accents to come out. What is going on with the glue?
It's got to be your weather.
Oh, there it is. Hopefully that will stick. Let's use glossy accents here too.
You keep sticking a little bit like you did last time.
Edge. Just going to leave that to dry for a moment while I find a page that I'm going to stick this on.
It moved
to the side. Don't move. Don't move. Let's find a page. Let's find a page. Which will be probably on here. So that was the back of one. If we put this on here, and put a pocket on the bottom of it, that'll do just fine. I might need to trim that off a bit. Let's trim it just a fraction.
Gosh darn it.
What was I looking for? Ink is what I was looking for.
Ink or something to make the page, the pocket. Oh, Brenda. I'm sorry. That's awful. She knows that at least
Okay,
6
this could be a pocket. Well,
subbies have been dead for 2 years. Yeah, you're breaking up. You're on. There we go. Oh, now you're front.
oh, goodness. All right. Sorry,
Yeah,
just
you
reading.
keep freezing. You're pretty.
So I think I might actually make this into a pocket, and I'll just back some on the top of this here. So I need a piece of paper.
Hey, come here.
I need a piece of paper. Piece of backing paper. this backing paper.
That paper's pretty.
Well, I hope none of my subbies have passed away. That would be very sad. Very sad indeed.
Wow. That time you even glitched on StreamYard.
No?
Yeah.
So the guy that was supposed to come and check out the internet for us on Monday didn't turn up. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, usually you stay okay on StreamYard. But that time you glitched on everything.
Great. Fabulous. Just fabulous.
That's okay. If you see Keanu while you're glitching, say hi to him. From The Matrix. Oh, I love that paper.
I don't think I've
never
ever
seen The Matrix?
No.
Well, Keanu Reeves is in it, and just about everything he's in, I'll watch.
I think I started watching it once and nah.
It's not for everybody, I'll tell you that.
Oh, I can't find my mark. Where's my mark? Try again. It's not glue, it's my mark making. Okay. And I've lost it already. There it is.
I can see it though.
It's because the light's shining across it, and it's not. That's it there, isn't it?
Right.
Man, my light is so bad. I'm going to get a pen and mark it with a pen because I can't see it.
If I ever have a piece of paper that it's just, you wouldn't be able to see it, I use the back side if I can. And then I just go on the opposite side. I like make sure that even though it's dark, I go on the inside of it. So I always
my brain's just not working like that today.
Ah.
My brain's just not working at all.
Let's see. Brenda used to like Keanu. It's hard to watch him as a nasty-looking greasy ball in John Wick. So I do agree. John Wick, he's not as nice-looking as he is in other things.
Well, Brenda, you need to get your crap together. Get your crap together, woman.
Ouch.
So tomorrow in the Use It or Lose It, we have the lovely Corinna from Corrie's Paper Trail on Instagram. She does a grunge. And she's going to show us how to use shopping bags, paper shopping bags.
Oh.
And make lots of different stuff with it.
Interesting. Pasta.
Oh my God, Patrick's out there talking to Google now, so I'll have Google alarm going shortly. Alrighty, so I'm going to put some glue down this side of that mechanism. And across the top of the mechanism.
Paper trails for me, question mark, question mark, question mark, from Chiquita. Is that the one that's coming on tomorrow night?
No, it's called Corey's Paper Trail. Corey's Paper Trail.
Corey's Paper Trail.
Yeah. CORRIES, Paper Trail. All right, so that will be our pocket there. Mechanism still moves. Alrighty. And
Are
we
you
still have a
using
pocket?
her picture as a pocket?
Yes.
Okay. Because I thought you were putting her on top. Is the slider...
I was going to, and I changed my mind.
Okay. Is the slider protected so if you put something in the pocket, it won't get caught on whatever's in the
so
pocket?
I did show that I've glued down either side, and that's actually glued down. So the pocket is only this wide.
Oh, okay.
So the slider works. I just wanted to show people how to make a slider because it's nice to. You can use the slider behind a picture to make something pop up from behind the picture. So it depends on where you put it as to how it works. But that is how to make a slider. A few different ways.
So you can make a head pop
that's
up. That's
the end of page 8. So you can make a head pop up. You can make a moon rise, a sunrise.
Very good.
You can make a meerkat pop out of the ground, whatever you want to do. It's just a fun thing, a little fun thing. That's all. So all our hard pages are done now. They're done. The bases are done. We've still got to decorate, of course. But all our bases are made. Woo, woo.
Yay.
We're done with that bit. I'm just going to tidy this up a little bit so I can get my book out. All right. Okay. Let's get rid of all of this paper for a moment and put it on the floor pile.
And just remember it's there so you don't trip over it.
Now, our book. We'll get a book. Got enough injuries going on. All right, so we have our book. We have our binding system. So depending on what way you are having your closure, whether you're having it on the left or the right, it doesn't matter. But the way I am doing it, my closure is on the left on top for my small flap. And I am going to place my hard pages on the right-hand spine. So you've got your left-hand spine and your right-hand spine. All righty? So on the right-hand spine, you're going to put your binding system so that that fold, that first flap fold before the first binding, is going to go right up to, but not on, the top of the spine. So there's your spine, your right-hand spine. So that fold, which is the flap, is going to butt up against the top fold. And you're going to glue it in. So to make this quick, and because my glue is crap, I'm going to use double-sided tape and glue so I get that quick hold. Hold on, I'm going to remove that so I can open my drawer. Get my double-sided tape out. Ah. Yes, because my glue is my good glue is not here yet. I am going to put some double-sided tape down just to get that initial hold.
Yeah.
I haven't frozen, have I?
You did for a little bit.
Ah, darn it.
Yeah, you're only doing side one on the frozen screen. Okay, now you just switched it.
All right, so I need to do this. And I'm going to put glue all across the whole thing. Come on, just a little bit of glue is all I need. I'm going to take these papers off. I don't usually use double-sided tape because it gives way after a while, so I'm using it with glue. But because I haven't got any good glue,
Aria wants to know if you actually went to a doctor for your hand.
No, I didn't. I went to the chemist and I asked a nurse friend as well. They couldn't stitch it where it was, so they would only do exactly the same thing, tape it together till it healed, and it's healing quite well, so I'm happy. So we're going to stick this down. We're going to center it so that it go right up to, but not onto that fold there. So that that fold is right there. Okay.
Okay.
And then this goes this way.
Hi, Julie.
Just going to move that just a fraction up. Hi, Julie.
Yes, chemist equals pharmacist.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Different word here. Yes.
That's okay. I know that.
And my nurse friend said if it doesn't heal within the next in the next few days, then I'll go and get it super glued at the doctor. So, but it's healing nicely. I got some UV cream hydrating healing cream to put on there, so it's healing nicely and not scabbing too badly. So,
oh, good.
All right, so because my glue is not the best, I am not going to move this until it's completely dry, but you can see where the folds are. Folds are there and there. So that is where our hinge is sitting. Okay. So they're sitting up the top of the, so there's more gap down the bottom of the hinge of the spine than there is at the top.
Amber, come
so
here.
That when our so that when the book closes, we'll sit on our stitches, which will get to the bottom of this spine over here. Right? All righty. Do you get it? Am I making sense? Am I making any sense? And then our pages that we have made, these pages, we've got the sleeve that goes right through. Okay, so sleeve that goes right through there. One side goes onto the hinge, which I still haven't mitered yet. Why haven't you mitered them yet? Turn around.
So I did one like this, but I did it up to down in something I was creating for fun the other day.
What do you mean?
Well, I didn't do it sideways like you're doing it. I did it from top to bottom. But used the same method that you're using.
Oh, that way?
Yep.
Okay, so you did one that.
Yep.
Horizontally instead of vertically.
Horizontally instead of vertically.
Yep. So when we get around to it, I'm not putting these on yet because they're easier to decorate off. They will slide onto that binding system like so. And that is our page. So
Amber, I am so sorry, guys.
So that works, and there will be 4 of those on that spine. And when they lay over, they will lay on top of the signatures that are on this side. All right. Do we got it? Do we get it? Got it. No, I'm not hiccuping. It wasn't me. It was the dog. It was DM's dog. I promise you. All right, so we've got that glued in. I'm going to leave that to dry because stupid glue. Hopefully that you have mail message is my glue. That would be fabulous. Put that over there to dry. Signatures. So we're going to get together some signatures. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to sew because I can't move my hand properly. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you. It's something that I love to do, and I love this style, this hybrid style of mini album and journal together. I think it's fabulous. And I see lately the trend for doing pages and everything is adopting a lot of the mini album things with flaps and flips and waterfalls and things. So it's just what you call it, evolution, I suppose. And the thing is that a lot of us don't get junk mail anymore. Just everything's online. You don't get junk mail advertising. You don't get bills. It's all online now. In Australia, anyway, I don't get very many. I think the only thing I get in the mail these days is Hot Rod magazine for being a member of the ASRF, Australia Street Rod Federation, and political bullshit when it's voting time. That's about all I get in the mail these days. And some happy mail. Do get some lovely happy mail. Okay, so I have done 11 pages. You do whatever you want to do, but I have got 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 11 pages and this doily, and it's all mine is hand dyed by me or Kathy from Kamar Creations sent me a whole heap of hand dyed papers too, which was lovely. So I'm just going to make 3 signatures, 11 pages, a doily, and I'm going to put a cover on each signature. So a cover page, which will be one of my...
I actually thought that maybe the doily was the cover.
Figure out which ones.
And that would be cool with the doily as a cover.
No.
No?
It would be cool. I can probably put that on the outside of my cover page. So. Just which pages I'm going to use. Not that one, not that one, not that one, and not that one. So we need 3 pages. What does that one look like?
Ooh, that's pretty.
Nice, I like it. I have to use the tree. That's too small, that's too small. That's already cut. I like that one. Now I've got to try and choose. I like them all. Do we need more signatures now? Which ones? None of those. Three signatures. Gotta love Fitbits. Tess have done 205 steps all while I'm sitting down.
Wow. Congratulations.
How fun is that? Well, thank you.
No, Julie, I think it's just overall she's doing a lot of stops and starts.
What's happened? No, it's my internet. It's actually my not my modem, but my router. So our modem is about 30 meters in the other side of the house because we have satellite. That's where our modem sits. So I've actually I've got a hard Ethernet cable that is 20 something meters long that goes to a router, and it's still not long enough to get into this room. So it's out in the hallway. And for some reason, this wall is stopping the internet. I don't know why. That's why we've got a techie guy coming one day to fix it. Hopefully. I know I've got 4 pages, but I haven't figured out which ones I want to use yet. And I think these ones are on thicker paper, so I'm going to use those 3. On thin paper. All right, that's my cover page. Do I use? Yeah, I think I might leave the doily on the outside.
Or maybe, yeah, just see what it looks like. Or change it.
Sorry. Yep. Oh, I'm not going to be able to sew because I can't actually hold the needle. So I can't sew these signatures in today, unfortunately. Which is a bummer. Hopefully it will be healed by next week.
And that was the guy that lives out behind our house driving in.
I like it. Yes, and my only solution would be to get a longer Ethernet cable, which would be the 30 meter, and actually get the router in this room, and I can mount it up on the wall or something.
Mm-hmm.
So that the router is actually in the room, but I don't know if that's going to work. So I need proper technical advice.
I'm actually on top of our router.
Because this is the only bedroom in the house that has air conditioning.
Oh.
Like proper built-in air conditioning. Even our bedroom up the other end of the house, the master bedroom, doesn't have air conditioning. So we've got a portable air conditioner in there. And if I had to move into one of the other rooms closer to the modem, it would mean putting a portable air conditioner, which takes up so room. They're huge.
Yeah.
All right, so there's our 3 signatures. We will do some stamping, and I think I might do the stamping in that today because I can't sew them in. But I'm going to sew these onto a piece of fabric, sew them straight onto the fabric, and then the fabric will get glued into the spine because I don't want them going through the spine. So
Beth says hi.
Those.
And Aria says you can't rent a cowboy to sew them in for you.
Hi, Beth. No, it seems that April Mama Juju has all the cowboys and there's none left for anybody else. So yesterday morning, hang on, let's start the story. Story time. Last week I was showing my Viking kit. and Mama Juju was in the audience heckling, saying that she wants cowboys. So I quickly went out and made some cowboy digitals. I didn't edit them or anything. Made a whole heap of hunky cowboy digitals and sent them to her in the morning before she went to work. So go over to her channel and watch the live of her rushing home from work to make a cowboy journal. And she made the whole journal like within
I didn't realize she made a journal.
I sent them to her in the morning. By that evening, she had a whole journal, and it was hilarious. Okay, Julie, thanks for coming. Yes, I will be making a kit out of them eventually, but I've got a few others I've got to finish. I've almost got those finished. I'll send them off to her today, hopefully. Life just got hectic. It was so hectic. I'm just going to see if I can find one moment, please. One memento. So my internet's not working enough.
Yeah, you're really cutting in and out a lot. Yes. Save
okay, so here's the cowboys that I sent her. Oh, doesn't wanna. So she's having a good play with the cowboys. There you go. Oh, it's very hard to see with the ring light. So there you go. If she was playing with cowboys, she couldn't wait to get home. Because I'm a slacker, weenie woman. I'm a slacker when it comes to putting links up. The Ko-fi is on my page. You just have to go to my page, or I'll put the link later on. Anyway, yes, Lindy, the Indians are coming too. That will be a Cowboys and Indians kit. It will be. There will be Cowboys and Indians. And I'll probably get done for misappropriation or something. Anyway, let's stamp on some of these pages. Seems I can't use a needle at the moment.
Hi, Chiquita.
Thanks for popping in, Chiquita. Bye-bye. All right. I have got new stamps. What do I do with them? Put them in a safe spot so I didn't lose them.
So granddaughter wouldn't run away with them, huh?
Yeah. Some things she's not supposed to use, but I saw she came out with bling all over one of her dragons at one stage.
Ah.
Where did you get that bling? Oh, I found it on the floor, Grandma. Sure you did. Sure you did. All right. Then stamp. We need a stamp block. That block. Oops. I've also got some paisley somewhere.
I've never seen a block like that where you can put your own little handle on it.
So these are a set years ago that come from Kaisercraft. Not even sure if they still have these sets available, but they come in a set of 6 different sizes.
Oh.
With an interchangeable handle. And I love them. I would have liked them if they were a little bit, they're quite light, a little bit thicker maybe. All right. Get out of the way. And I think I will just do them, I don't know whether to do them in colour or just brown. What do you think?
I think it would probably depend on where you were putting them. Are you just putting them on that and then you're going to cut them out and put them where you want them?
No, I'm going to stamp them straight to the page.
Oh, okay.
Straight to the page. I think I might just do them in brown. Just a vintage photo. Let's see how that goes. Yep, that's pretty cool. I'll do some in brown and some in colour because I've got colour pages in here, so I don't want them to be too overwhelming. So I might do orange on orange, like colour on colour.
Yep.
Ow, hurts. Oh, even that's hurting. It had to be my right hand, didn't it? Why my right hand? I'll change that brown to over here. That one. Who sneezed? Wasn't me. It was my husband sneezing in the background. He's got the man flu and he's just taken a COVID test, so I better not COVID, he was sleeping in the other room.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. You can leave the bedroom. It is very sore, and it was quite swollen, and I went through a whole lot of different tapes. Some I was allergic to, and it started itching straight away and I had to rip it off. But this kinetic tape that I got for a torn Achilles tendon, it's flexible and it's non-allergenic because it's cotton, has worked out really good. So I strapped the fingers together quite tightly, and then I held the bandage, the dressing on in place with that, and it's quite flexible. But because of where it is, the fatty part of my finger, because it's in here, the fatty part of my hand where you put all your pressure on, it just keeps tearing it, so I've got to be very careful. It's just awkward. If it was my left hand, I wouldn't worry, but
right.
Blue. Yeah, this hand doesn't get washed very often at all. I'm going to find my Paisley stamps. Give me a moment. I don't want to put this all the way through.
Paisley's always been one of my favorite things. Paper clips.
Okay. Have more. Yes, I probably shouldn't be, Judy, but I can't stay out of the craft room. So hopefully tomorrow I won't have to do much. Corey will be showing you all awesome stuff, and I won't have to play much at all.
That'll be nice.
So tomorrow will be my slack day. Oh, that's a nice corner. Let's do that corner.
Boxing glove on.
I like that. I like it a lot. Let's do the corner.
Apparently, Sarah Lee Armstrong broke her hand, and she was lucky because it was her non-dominant hand.
Yes, I wish I washed dishes with my left hand. That would have been great. Look at that, isn't it so pretty? That's pretty.
Ooh. Now, is there some of the brown left in it or some of the other color? Because it looks like it's multicolored. Sort of, or is it just all the tea?
The paper is multicolored. The paper itself is multicolored.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's how the depth of each ink on each thing.
The paper is one of the last pulls from a marbling, the foam, shaving foam marbling thing.
Gotcha.
So there's only a little bit of colour left in it, but didn't want to waste the ink. Well, that's a nice page. Look at that. Do a feather on the back. Oh. Needle feathers.
Ooh, I like that really feathery
needle feather.
Cat. Now you're going to be.
This one?
Yeah, that one. That one's very pretty.
Yeah, that's a fun one. It's a foam.
It's curly Q-ish.
It is very peacockish.
Ah, yes.
That's too. Well, this is going to be very boring for you people to just watch me stamp. Find something else to do. So I'm basically going to stamp quite a few of these pages with feathers and paisley designs and that sort of stuff because I don't want to put a lot of pockets and things in it because we have so many pockets and flaps and things in the hard pages in the that I want to keep these purely for writing in. So basically all I'm going to do with these is stamp. I may put a little paper clip or something in there, but other than that I want to keep them quite flat. I don't want them to get chunky. Yeah. And that makes it really hard to write on them if they're chunky anyway. So,
yep.
Correct. No boxing gloves. It would take a whole new meaning to the word using a punch, wouldn't it? I'm so funny. I'm so funny.
You are very.
I might make a few little paper clips. Last year I did a design team project for Nonstop Paper Crafts and Line.arrow. And they had these little freebies. You can probably still find the freebies on one of their Facebook pages. And they had this freebie of the feather and the butterfly and that sort of stuff. And I said to one of the girls, I said, can you, because before I knew how to use a computer to change images, I got them to send me a reversed image of that page so that I could make double-sided butterflies and feathers for paper clips. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's do that. Let me see if I can cut out without too much pain. Exactly. Exactly. I'm done enough swearing in the last few days because of trying to pick things up and cook dinner and all that fun stuff. Okay, so I've got one set of prints that is the right way around and one set of prints which is the mirror image, so that when I put them together as a paperclip, they line up perfectly. Double-sided. So sorry, this one is a little boring and a little slow.
I don't believe that you're even trying to cut with that. Crazy woman.
That's me. Oh no, that hurts too.
Yeah, that's why you can always let class out early.
Yes, I think I'm going to have to do an early class today.
Yeah.
My apologies. I can't stamp, I can't cut. I'm a sooky lala whingy poo.
Yeah, you really, I mean,
they have
plus you're going in and out too, so
hopefully all the issues, the glue issues, the hand issues, and the internet issues will all be remedied next week. So hopefully tomorrow night's not too painful.
I think it's a good reason to wingy poo. And Ember won't be here causing havoc. I gave you another bone. Go get it.
So yeah, this is too much. It's hurting. Yeah. It's hurting. I'm going to call it. I've shown you how to make your sliders, so I want to see everybody's sliders happening in their lives now. There'll be sliders everywhere.
Certainly.
As I said, these will match up perfectly back to back to make nice stick up out of the page paper clips, which we will make next week. It's lovely to have you, Adria. I am going to go put my feet up on the recliner, and hopefully someone else will go live and I can watch them and heckle from the recliner.
Sidelines. Yeah.
Like I do. Thank you, Patty. So thanks, everyone. Sorry I've cut it short. Sorry I didn't get much done.
Well, I'm hoping that your hand gets better very quickly.
Back on track. We'll have great glue. Yes, me too. And I will never, ever. So what I did was I stuck my hand in the glass with my little pinky hanging out the side. So it's like this. Swished around and didn't realise that there was a big chip out of the glass. And I have sliced it right down. Right down.
Oh, it hurts just talking about it. Oh,
can't stitch it, so
Yep.
it's strapped together till it heals. All right, thanks again for popping in. I love your company, everybody. It's always a pleasure. And I will see you tomorrow for Corinna on the Use It or Lose It. And then hopefully all will be back to normal next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Please like, give me a thumbs up, and come back and comment if you can. I would really appreciate that. Need some hours. I need some watch hours, people. Need some watch hours on replay to get my hours up. That would be fabulous. All right, I'm going. Long goodbye. I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.
Good night. Bye.